I think we got like a power plant job
Oh,
through,
really? Okay.
um, through like a form submission,
Yeah.
for SEO. So I mean, that's a big one.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of the best porta potty business owners in the whole wide world, believe it or not. He doesn't believe it. I believe it. Okay. I believe it. Patrick with Colorado Portables. One question, could you just tell me just a little bit about your business as a whole before we get started on this? Like
So
where you're at?
we're based in Fort Lupton, Colorado.
Okay.
We service the Denver metro up to Fort Collins, Colorado.
Awesome. Okay.
Um, we started in 2021.
Yeah.
We have about 2,500 plastic toilets and some restroom trailers. So
Awesome, man. Okay. Well, I know when I called a long time ago.
right,
And I was those scummy telemarketers, right? I remember that day.
a little cold calling. I respect it.
Yeah, man. Wasn't fun. I succeeded with a few, and a lot of those people are still with us as well.
Right, right. You gotta
Uh
do it. You
yeah, I
gotta do
gotta
it.
do it. Okay.
Part of
It's
the deal.
tough. But how many leads do you think you were getting with Google Ads before? And how many leads do you think you're getting now? And I can give you the number
Right,
too. So
right. So I'm pretty sure before I was just lighting money on fire.
oh,
Um,
yeah. That's
I don't know. It's part of it's hard to say. I don't remember.
yeah.
I mean, like, and what's a lead from a website versus like the Google Ads, back then, right? Because it was like I didn't track it
Mhm.
really, right?
Yeah.
Um, and so I wasn't getting very many. I mean, probably 3 or 4 a week, maybe,
3 or 4 a week, that's it? Oh,
yeah, something like that.
oh man,
So
if I did that, it'd be pretty
just
bad.
on Google Ads, though, that
Yeah.
was when I was doing it myself.
Yeah. You're the best Google Ads porta potty business owner there is, man. You got to teach a course, right?
Yeah, I wasn't getting very many,
That's it.
not many.
Yeah. And now I think we checked the past 30-day view. We're getting about 80 to 90, and we're not in the busy
Right,
season yet, right? Your busy
right,
season's in a few more months. So,
right. Yeah,
uh,
it's getting started, but yeah, it's not.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more now.
Yeah, it's a lot more now. Things are changing.
Right.
Um, as far as like different things or different angles, what did you see differently that we tried to help you succeed?
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a few things, right? You kind of helped me out with the tracking the leads
Mhm.
that we were getting and actually kind of calculating, having some like actual stable metrics for
Mhm.
what we're spending money on and what we're actually getting in return.
Yeah.
Because I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're getting enough leads, you're making enough money. You're not,
Mhm.
you're not like paying that much attention to what's going on that, but
Yeah.
it's nice that, I can look and see exactly how much we're spending per click, per lead, and per call and kind of track what we're actually converting once we
Yeah.
even get the call itself.
And some of
Um,
these leads have been some pretty like big calls and turned into some pretty big jobs, right?
right, right. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I think we got like a power plant job
Oh,
through,
really? Okay.
um, through like a form submission,
Yeah.
for SEO. So, I mean, that's a big one.
Yeah, it's a big
So,
one.
right, and so, yeah, it's been really great, like, out-of-state contractors, are typically using Google for finding their vendor.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's
you can
awesome.
get some really, really good leads through it. So,
Okay. Well, speaking of that, like in just getting big jobs, what are your company's goals for the next few years?
it's a great question. I think we'll expand geographically
Yeah.
for sure, and, gosh, I don't know, just hopefully add more business.
Yeah, just more and more.
It all depends on adding more revenue.
Yeah.
Uh, probably go into Colorado Springs eventually,
Mhm.
open up a shop out there,
That's nice.
um, and, ideally get to about 10 to 15 million in revenue.
That would
So
be awesome.
that's what
I know
that's
you
the
can
goal.
do it. You're a smart guy. You can do
I
it.
don't know about that, but,
Oh no.
yeah,
You
if we can
said you
get
were
it
a lawyer before, right?
I used to be a lawyer, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you studied up, man. I don't know if there's a lot of porta potty business owners who have a law degree. I don't know.
yeah, no, I mean, it's not that helpful, to be honest with you.
It's not okay.
No,
Uh,
no, I think I would have been better off just going straight and doing this.
okay, but you can clean a potty a little faster than most, right? Would you like to pride yourself on that? Could you do it?
No, nobody quite cleans it as well and as fast as you do, right?
Yeah, so
I
you're the
haven't
best
been
at it.
doing it in a while, but when I did do it, I was usually pretty good.
You're usually pretty good. I assume so. All
Although
right.
I did get one nasty note on a service sticker one time.
Oh, really?
Like it was an arrow to my name on the service sticker said didn't clean. I'm like, what? Come on.
What?
Yeah, yeah, come on.
No, never.
There's some guy on set, whatever.
Some guy. Oh man. All right. Well, let me ask you this question too. I know that I'm able to ask these questions because I we understand like what you do, right? How
Right.
would you say our agency at Dirty Job Marketing is different than like the standard digital marketing agency that
Right.
gives you a call like me years ago?
Right. Well, you guys know the industry, right?
Yeah.
It's huge. You're not, you don't have I think you have like a specific program geared towards companies that do this service, right?
Yeah.
Where most of these agencies don't have, any sort of experience with this specific industry.
Hmm.
And, and it's a mixed bag. You can get some bad agencies, right? Like
Hmm.
there's people that, are kind of selling you a sack of potatoes on the thing, right?
Oh
Not
yeah.
not really doing what they say they're going to do, and it's tough to track. I mean, it's like we pay for the SEO. You know, I don't really know exactly what you're doing every month when you do
Yeah.
that, but I
Yeah.
do know that we get leads because of it.
Good leads. The results are there.
So the results are there, right?
Yeah.
And so like it's really easy to sign on to an agency that's has no experience in the industry
Yeah.
that is going to take your money and you're not knowing what they're going to do with it and you're not going to get results,
Yeah.
right?
It's really scary, especially in this industry. Like your word is like that's what it is. In the porta potty world, where it's just like you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, and if you don't, that they're really gonna know. And I know you guys have that philosophy, right?
Right. And it's just not cheap to get new customers.
Yeah, no,
It
it's
costs money.
costs a lot of money. Yeah, I know.
So, right.
Time, effort, and I
It's time,
appreciate
effort, emotional distress.
emotional
You know,
distress. Need a business coach.
it takes a toll to get new customers.
We need to be in the hands of professionals, sir. It needs to happen.
Right. Right.
So, why would you think having an online presence is important for a business like yours?
I think that 10 years from now will be there'll be a very large gap between companies that have an online presence and those that don't.
Yeah,
I
you're gonna.
just think it's like you have to have a multi-faceted approach to getting new business. You have to have people making calls,
Yeah,
and you have to have the online presence because like you can't call on everybody, right? You can't get
yeah,
every customer through that through outreach,
hmm,
um, and a lot of these customers would rather just Google porta potties near me and order
hmm,
that way
yeah,
than they would talk to a sales rep. You
yeah.
know,
Just
I
want.
mean, they just would. It doesn't cost. It's not that much of a budget for. It's not that big of a budget. It's not that big of a part of the budget for the projects that we typically put toilets onto. So, like
Hmm.
they're more than happy to go. You pay a little extra just to for the convenience of calling online, right?
Yeah, no, it's nice, right? Call,
Right.
call it
And
the
so
on.
there'll be a big difference, I think, in the next 10 years between
Yeah,
those
if you
two
don't do it
things.
now, it's like you're gonna play a lot of catch up in our world,
Right.
and it
Right.
makes it harder if you find an agency that does know what they're doing
Right.
because they're gonna tell you, "Hey, like we have a lot of work to do," and you may
Right.
sit there as a business owner waiting months before you get anything.
It's going to cost you a lot of money and it's going to take a long time.
Yeah, so
So,
definitely start this now. And the last question, or maybe second last, why would you recommend Dirty Job Marketing to a business owner port, uh, in sanitation across America and beyond?
well, first of all, yes, know what you're doing for the industry, right?
Yeah,
I've already gone over that, but
yeah,
second of all, you guys are great to work with. Very responsive,
yeah,
very, and the value's there for what you're paying. You're
yeah.
getting, I think you need for every dollar you spend on marketing, you should probably be getting about $2 in return. And I think that you're getting that. At least I'm getting that with you guys.
Yeah, well, thank
Uh,
you. We're trying
yeah,
here.
right. And so,
Hmm.
um, like, you guys are easy to work with, and
Hmm.
you seem to be pretty engaged with what's going on in our business.
Hmm.
And I know you guys are doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Well,
So
thank you, man. We try. Thank
yeah,
you. And you were with us as we started this journey. of
Right. We
here you
started
go.
this together.
Yeah,
So,
so
100%.
thank you so much, man. Patrick, I really appreciate your business, working with us and giving us a shot. I know you have a lot of big things to come. I know we have a lot of conversations about what the plan is. I can see it, you know. I know you're on the younger side too, which is cool. Like, dude, you're figuring it out, man. So don't sell yourself short. I'll tell you that.
Thank you, Brett. I appreciate
Okay.
it.
All right.
I appreciate having you guys along for the ride.
Yeah. Well, awesome.